okay, Tom? Mate, you shouldn't be here on your own.
About Kane. I sent him to get some clothes and stuff, you know. I don't want Diane to see me like this when she wakes up.
How's she doing?
We don't know yet.
I'm so sorry, mate.
It's okay, it's not your fault. How's Maxine?
She's resting. But it sounds like she's out of the woods. We're just waiting for the family to turn up. We're gonna go and see her. Only just got out of this place yesterday as well.
Is everything okay?
Mason managed to catch himself a beating.
What? Well, Mason's a good kid who'd do something like that.
I don't know. I never thought I'd say this, but I sort of wonder if he didn't bring it on himself.
Well, what did he do?
Turns out he was involved in some pretty grim stuff about women and how he treats them.
What kind of grim stuff? Could you not know what Mason was up to before now?
Oh, come on, Tom, be fair. You didn't even know what your brother was up to until...
I never knew Eric until Verity brought him here. By the sounds of it, Mason's closer to him than I ever was. That boy's your son. You raised him.
Tony, we are so sorry about what happened. We're all rooting for you.
Are you? Huh? You're going to check on your pal while you're in there? My wife might not pull through. Did you know that?
Do you want to take a second and explain why you're having a go at my little brother? Look, I'm sorry about what happened to Diane, but that's not Mason's fault.
Yeah, he might not have started the fire, but he's been fueling the shadows. Him, Eric, the rest of those weirdos, plotting together in their little online groups.
I didn't plot anything. I had nothing to do with what happened yesterday, I promise.
Wait, what are you talking about? What groups?
Mason?
Oh, didn't you know? Him and Eric have been in cahoots this whole time, huh? Them and their scumbag mates, riling each other up, sharing their vile beliefs, uploading their disgusting little photos like the ones of Leah and Ella. They're just girls. How could you do something like that?
You did what?
Did you two know about this?
We found out about it yesterday and we're dealing with it.
Yeah, well, it's a bit late now. Eric won't ever be allowed near women again, and neither should you be.
I can't believe you.
I'm sorry, all right? If I'd known what Eric was going to do,
I'm not talking to you. I'm done with you. I'm talking to you two. How could you let us live under the same roof as him? After you knew what he did to Leah and Ella. He's a danger.
He is your brother.
Your mother's right. Mason's made a mistake, okay, which he needs to face up to like a...
Like a what? Like a man? Is that what you were going to say? Oh, please tell us more about masculine virtues. Eric got cut off before he could finish.
Look, the two of you have every right to be upset, but if we're ever going to come back from this, this needs to be a dialogue.
Don't speak to us like we're your patients. And what makes you think I want to come back from this?
Go on, then. Well, this is what you want, right? You want us to hear him out. Speak, then. Because it sounds like you had an awful lot to say on those weird little forums.
I don't know, I got caught up in it all. I felt lonely, like no one got me, and...
So you became a misogynist? Oh, that makes sense.
Are you two going to tell Sam about all this? Because I'm pretty sure the police will want to know exactly how close Mason was to Eric. I can't believe you're actually going to cover for him.
There is a difference between helping the police with their investigation and telling them that Mason is some sort of accomplice.
They were friends, right? They were part of the same group chats, weren't they?
I'm as disgusted what Eric did as you are. You're my sisters. I could barely breathe when I knew you were in there. Look, I've made mistakes, but I'm not some sort of full-blown incel.
Sorry, what's an incel?
Lonely weirdos who vomit misogyny onto the internet because they think the world owes them sex.
That's not me. I'm just...
Just what? You run-of-the-mill, garden variety misogynist?
Whatever we think Mason did, he was not party to what happened to you yesterday, right?
Of course not.
But he took creeper shots of a girl. Do you know how many times that's happened to me? On the bus, in the gym. The amount of times I've been too scared to say anything, that I've had to just sit there and let it happen. For fear it might provoke something worse.
I know what I did was wrong.
But you did it twice. You uploaded 2 different pictures of 2 different girls. That is a pattern of behaviour. Why would you do it again?
I don't know, it made me feel powerful or something. Then they replied and I wasn't so lonely for a bit.
Oh, well, good for you. I remember Mum telling me how distraught Ella was after those pictures came out. She was completely humiliated. But as long as you didn't feel lonely for a bit.
Putting Mason out in the cold is not going to help. That's why they got him in the first place.
They can have him. Unless you find this funny.
No, obviously not. I'm as disgusted as you are, but what do you want? He's our brother. We're kind of stuck with him, aren't we? We may as well hear what he's got to say for himself. At least he's finally been honest about it.
Lizzie's right. Loneliness and isolation is what got us here.
Oh, yeah, because loneliness and isolation are the real villains here. Not pathetic little boys who can't take the word no. Why can't you see that you're just making excuses for him?
And how would you know how it feels to be isolated? People love you. They always have loved you, whether you work through it or not. You walk into a room and people smile. I've seen it. I walk into a room and people laugh. As if they notice me.
You're wrong. I see hundreds of girls checking you out. You just don't see it.
There's the anger. I never saw it before, but I see it now. Is that the sort of stuff you'd rant about on your pervy little forums?
It's just online. It's not real.
Mason, it is real. When you leave this sort of hate unchecked, unchallenged, with each post you leave on social media, it just makes another Eric more likely, don't you see?
I want to see them. These group chats he's been posting on. If it is just online.
Nah. I mean, what's that gonna solve?
I wouldn't expect you to understand. But 24 hours ago, I was being used as a human shield because a man decided to project all his issues onto my entire gender. Now I want to know exactly what sort of man I'm living with.
Are you not even going to look at this? This is some real sick stuff, Mason.
She's right. This is where you felt most at home. This is where you thought you belonged. When the police come over, are you two going to show this to them?
We will be as honest as we need to be.
That wasn't an answer.
I'll show them. I'm the one who messed up. I'll face the consequences.
No.
Dad, I said I'll do it.
You've done enough! Okay? Someone needs to stop him from ruining his life over this. I know what people are like, and now Eric's out of the picture, they're going to want a lightning rod, and that's not going to be Mason. Do you understand?
Mom, we are going to keep this between us for now, and if anything else comes out...
Oh, I get it. It's all about owning up and facing the consequences until it's Mummy's brave boy on the block. I used to talk you up to my mates, say, he's sweet, he's just not found the right girl yet, but he will. I'll never mention you to anyone again. Tony's right. You shouldn't be anywhere near women.
I'll go.
Lizzie, I am really sorry.
I don't know what you want from me. Look, Mace, I accept your apology, but it doesn't mean I want to be anywhere near you.
Lizzie, you asked if I told you everything. I didn't. I knew about you getting spiked. It was Eric. I covered for him.
You're disgusting.
You knew that man wanted to harm your sister, and you didn't say anything.
No. You do not get to take the moral high ground over Mason covering for Eric when you're doing the same thing for him.
Lizzie.
What? It is the same as it ever was. Men covering for men.
Lizzie, I'm not having my son thrown to the lions. Do you understand that? As much as I want to right now, it's not happening.
You are all as bad as each other.
Just...
Dad, I can call the police.
I'm gonna phone the hospital, find out how Diane and Maxine are.